It's Wednesday, June 2nd, and I'm Mark Friedman, just an American citizen. No notes, no sense. Beautiful day, cicadas crying in the background, things happening everywhere. We got a lot of problems in this country, and it's getting some things are really coming to a head. Maybe they should, but still the greatest country in the world. And let me throw some music at you. People have been asking back there, they've been asking more Motown. Four Tops, basically their greatest hits. It was a double album there. Still Waters, Shake Me, Wake Me, Bernadette. Just so much great music. Over here, Reach Out. Come on, girl, reach on out to me. Back here, two albums from 1973. Chick Corea, Return to Forever, had Stanley Clarke playing bass. That was when we had that jazz fusion merger going on. Mahavishnu Orchestra, Herbie Hancock started off with Bitches Brew. Some incredible music in 73. And next to it, I stayed in 73 with Emerson, Lake and Palmer, ELP. Used to call it prog, or is it prog? It's rock. A lot of Moog synthesizer and really good rock. You should put all that stuff on your digital stream and listen. Today we're going to talk about my concern about Texas and why there's such a problem in voting. I don't understand. But first, let's get something straight. I got a lot of friends in Texas. I haven't seen a lot of them in a while, but they're really good people. And over all those years I knew them, they were basically right-wing and thought I was a crazy left-winger. Meanwhile, I prayed for them all the time. But we got along great. We were friends. We disagreed. We went at it, but we were friends. We partied together and did business together, could do it. Because that's how you're supposed to do it in America. And why these extremes are trying to yank us apart and why we're letting them do it, I don't understand. Now let's talk about the votes in Texas. Once again, great people, but a formerly great state. Three things bothering me. Can't vote until 1 o'clock on Sunday. You can only do it from 1 to 7? I understand because it makes sense in Texas because the rule is you got to tailgate first, right? Because you can't vote until you tailgate. You got to get you nice and sloshed. Then you can take your video with you and then, right, isn't that how they're thinking about it? Isn't that how they're thinking about it? What are you talking about? Why can't you vote at 9 in the morning on Sunday? If people are willing to work at the polls, what's the problem? In fact, what's wrong with 24-hour voting? If people are willing to work at the polls, and people come in and vote honestly and truthfully, then what's the problem, Texas? What are you afraid of? Got to make sure, have that tailgating, make sure everything is taken care of in Texas. Problem two, if a person has to help a disabled or in any way disabled people to get to the voting polls, two or more, that driver has to write some type of affidavit saying he's not talking politics and why he's got to do it. What are we talking about? If people can't get to the polls and they call up a group or that they know, and they know that group is the same type of group that they agree with. They call them and say, look, I can't get and vote. I can't get to the polls and vote. Can you drive me there? They drive them there. It's always been that way. What's wrong with that? What? That everybody has to walk on their own or everybody has to drive on their own? And where are they going to park? I mean, you got to make people do it. Everybody doesn't have a car. What are you afraid of? And then to me, the biggest one, though there's a whole bunch of big ones, but some is what I call the Gladys Kravitz provision. In the old days, there was a show called Bewitched. Samantha, she was a witch, a good witch, and it was a beautiful family. But Gladys Kravitz, gender neutral, just talking a character on TV here. Gladys Kravitz was always looking out the window. Oh, the house disappeared. The car's here. This is there. There's a problem. There's this. Everybody's going, what's the problem, Gladys? Why are you always looking out the window and checking? Well, what they're allowing these people to do in Texas at the polling places is allow the Gladys Kravitzes to go around and follow people around, make sure they vote right. Yeah, I don't like how you walk, so I'm going to take a picture of you, and I'm going to video you, and I'm going to send it off. Look at this person, and I'm going to follow you around. And if you talk to somebody, I'm turning you in. What's going on? Is this Soviet Texas? I'll tell you this. I wouldn't be surprised if some of the Texans I know, if they get followed around, turn around and make sure that they don't get followed around anymore. Got to believe the independent spirit of Texans. But that's a real problem. So please look at it. Look at this law. It doesn't matter if you're Republican or Democrat. Don't let the extremes take it from us. And that's what's going on. Come on, Texas. You can do it. Let people vote. Peace.